We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, the Gypsy King, The Rock. This bout is... What a pleasure it is to be here. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Believe what we're seeing. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. That hook won't score. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Nobody home with that hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
How about that time counter shot? To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The perfect counter lands. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes. What do we expect to see here in round two? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Punch, counter punch. Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. You'd like to see more jabs. That jab misses. That counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. It's bombs away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Can't land the jab there. Well done with that counter shot. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a mic.
Oh my God, Johnny! Rocky Marciano in trouble. Do you believe this? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter punch. A big whiff with the right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this.
There's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throws the jab. It doesn't score. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Those fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. There's a counter shot. The right hook misses. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's a counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Punch, counter punch. Insane action. Nice counter shot. Good punch. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrating because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to trade shots. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell to start round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You'd like to see more jabs. Can't score with that jab. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance.
Both men step back for just a moment. Big swing and a miss with the hook. And he fails to score with that left hook. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. A perfect counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favourite to pickpocket them.
Just misses with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Quick punch scores. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.